The JR Rock and Roll Show. I'm JR. And
Triple L.
Triple L. So, big day. Emotional day.
For?
Triple L. Because of American Idol.
Oh, yes. Wade Coda.
Wade Coda, you
That's
remember.
a name that I'm going to remember. Yes.
You're probably going to be the only one because I have the results.
Oh, you got a spoiler?
Of the 5. It's already been aired, so I will say it's a...
He's leaving, isn't he?
Well, yeah.
I shouldn't have chose him.
You doomed Wade.
As soon as I choose, they leave.
In fact, get this. Of the 5 that were left, the 2 that they announced first that were staying of the 3 were the 2 that everybody was like, it was
so.
It was
I can't remember any of the others.
Well, it was Mr. $4,000 pair of shoes.
I can't remember the name.
Can't remember the name.
Oh, wait, I do. Wait, it was Lane?
Maybe.
Lane Hardy?
Maybe Lane. That sounds familiar. I didn't write it down.
Hardy. I'm pretty sure Hardy was the last name.
And then the brunette girl, I can't remember her name.
Nope,
See, nothing memorable about them except for the $4,000 pair of shoes, which was established. We're not Lionel Richie's.
But mind you, we're not American Idol watchers. That was our first watching of American Idol.
Absolutely. But Wade and Lacey, who did the Stevie Nicks song.
Oh,
which
she was good.
I thought, once she hit that weird high note with a, I'm like, whoa.
And nice hairpiece thing. I like that. That was pretty cool.
The 70s vibe going on, yeah. But yeah, the Alejandro stayed. So the 3 that we liked, Wade, Lacey, and Alejandro. I hope I'm saying that right. Well, he's the piano virtuoso.
Okay.
And he was singing some, pretty poppy stuff along while playing virtuoso kind of. Yeah, he stayed.
That's good.
So there's at least one of the 3 finals actually has talent other than $4,000 pair of shoes.
The Wade story got to me, though. That was heart-wrenching.
Well, once you saw his dad-in-law start to break down, I'm like, I'm not going to cry. Not in front of Lori. It's not manly. Can't say that nowadays, but I'm going to say it because I'm old enough.
All I can say is vote. Vote.
I might have hit that mic a little hard.
That's my critique. Hey, I could be an American Idol judge.
Do they still call them judges? They don't seem to really judge anymore. I mean...
oh, well, for $5 million. Oh, I don't think this is a twist off. That hurt.
Let me help you over there. But I think the wisest thing I heard on the show all night was when that Luke guy, I don't know his name. Is that his name? The country guy judge?
Oh, Luke Bryant.
Yeah. He said to
Brian Luke.
Alejandro, I am not qualified to judge you. I was like, thank you. What are you qualified to do? But, the rest of them, God, what was that one thing that... what's her face said? Something about, do you ever order a hamburger
without the ketchup and the mustard?
Yeah. You are the ketchup and the mustard, and everybody's kind of like, okay.
Is that good or bad?
All right.
Am I a winner or am I a loser?
We don't know, but she was the one, I think, that went on. So evidently, no... What did you say? Constructive criticism to help better oneself. Facing any kind of critique is not acceptable these days. You're awesome just because you possess the ability to breathe.
And I believe I heard the phrase once, twice, 3 times a lady. 3 times at least.
So is that a good critique or?
What kind of critique is that?
Did you like it? It was amazing. I mean, we haven't watched that show ever since it was on Fox.
Yeah.
And even then, it was kind of like, oh, my God, what's Paula talking about?
Seriously, we're back to the Paula days. That was probably the last time I watched it.
She was entertaining, though.
Yeah.
She would just, I don't know what she was drinking, but she would just go on and be like, well, Simon makes him cry.
The talent wasn't there after I'm going to say Kelly Clarkson, which was the first series. I'm sorry, but
Season 1.
okay, we've got Carrie Underwood too. Was an okay. But
Okay.
after those two, I don't recognize any of the names from American
None of them
Idol.
had staying power.
Oh, there was Adam Lambert, but he wasn't a winner.
No, he was not. But he
And
did
his-
serve Queen well.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's mainly why we know him.
Excuse me. I do miss Simon making him cry.
Yeah, he doesn't.
But that's not
Yeah.
allowed anymore. And he doesn't even make people cry on
No.
America's Got Talent.
Ever since he had a kid,
Yeah.
and had whatever he did to his cheeks.
I believe that's called plastic surgery.
Yes, a little collagen in there, and he just didn't. I don't know. Something changed.
But those were the good old days.
Yeah,
But-
but you gotta make the contestants cry, otherwise it's not a show.
Every story is a sob story, and it seems like the more the producers try to make a sob story out of a no story, and the worse it does, the more on they go.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Wade, everybody was crying to
Oh,
that one, but he
gosh.
was the one that got kicked off
Yeah,
to the
I
curb.
know. That's because I said that he was
You
my pick.
you mentioned a $4,000 pair of shoes, and like, whoa,
There you go.
there
yeah.
you go. That wasn't even on my list of stuff today.
Oh, well, what do you know?
Do you have any other thoughts about American Idol now on Channel 6?
I do not.
3. We had to buzz over to that show because we're not country western folk.
Yeah, what was his name on Austin
City
City
Limits.
Limits? Was John Prine.
Wow. I love your memory.
I'm hoping
I
that's what
think
it was.
that's it. I can recognize when I think it's it, but I could.
And I'm sure older people recognize the name, but I didn't. I didn't get into it at all.
The only part I liked was he referenced a song. He said, "You probably remember this as kids." And I'm looking at everybody in the audience, thinking, "I don't think they do."
so. Yeah.
We're not old enough. Maybe our parents might have remembered that as
Yeah.
kids, but not being country western or, fans. Folk music. But the show before that, the backstage, that was
Those were good. Those two were good, and that was an American Idol girl.
Oh,
She made it to the top 24.
really?
Which, in my opinion, if she sang the way she did on Backstage, she should have been one of the top 10 because she was very talented.
And she was on the ABC version of it.
She was just on last year. That's how her and the guy that was singing with her met, was through
We'll call him Jack.
American Idol. His name was Taylor.
Good
Look at me.
Lord.
They have three names, and her name I think was Amelia, known as Jack and the
Bones.
Bones. Where they came up with that, I don't know. I tried to find that out, but couldn't.
I tell you, between the two vocals of those guys, I mean, they paired great. His guitar playing was great.
They were good.
They made a lot of music for just two vocals and a guitar.
They were good.
Soulful stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And their lyrics were good.
Yeah.
The one was a cover that they sang, but
Cover of a cover.
cover of a cover.
Cover of a cover. We don't usually like to do covers of a covers, but they did a cover of a cover.
Cover of a cover.
Cover of a cover.
And Nirvana, I'd like to hear the Nirvana version of that.
Yeah, we could play it on the show, but
In the Pines.
we'd have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Is that the name of the song, In
I
the
think In
Pines?
the Pines. It's from way early. I mean, what did I tell you? Like the 1800s.
Oh, yeah.
And it's
1820.
just been redone, passed along generation by generation. So it's had many names, but
That was
It came down
Lead
to-
Belly.
yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah, look at you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's that song's got staying power, kind of like Beethoven and Bach. I mean,
Yeah.
those songs stick around, and still got kids
Yep.
covering a cover of a cover.
Yep.
I really enjoyed that.
One of them, what did they call it? Southern Appalachian songs that got sung over and over by, passed along, if you will.
Yeah. Whew, that's a smooth beer. Brought to you by Legend Valley IPA, Buckeye Lake Brewing. Do we get paid for that?
Probably not.
We probably don't get paid for promoting American Idol either, do we?
Probably not. We should.
We don't get paid at all, do we?
No.
Sons of bitches.
I feel like I'm waking up. That wine made me tired.
That wine made me sweaty. That was a
too.
good wine. What was that?
Yeah, Winking Owl $3.95 wine is better than
$3, Chuck.
$3.99.
Damn.
Aldi's.
Mm.
Way to go.
What was $3, Chuck? That was
Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's. Yeah. Sorry, Carl.
I haven't been there in a while. Yeah. Wonder if it's still $3.
Probably not.
Probably not.
That was a while ago. We could go over and check out Chris Logsden at the.
Oh yeah, I would like to see that.
What the heck? I forgot the name of the place.
There was two. He's gonna be at in just not till June. Well, like
Adobe
he
Gillis.
said that's a week away. Adobe Gillis, which is Easton, and then on Tuesdays at King's Pizza. Is that?
Yeah.
Am I getting that right?
Yeah, out in
King's
Canal, Winchester.
Canal, Winchester.
Look at us just plugging everybody for free.
Man, my brain's on fire now.
For all 17 of our subscribers. Probably located nowhere in the United States, but you never know. We still like our rock and roll here, hence the name.
The JR Rock and Roll Show.
The JR should be the JR and Triple L.
Yeah, we won't get to that.
But we already had all the logos and stuff.
You're right.
done.
I'm just a added addition
You're
here.
the producer, director, and I'm just the vocal talent.
Yes, you are with that deep, dark, delicious.
That needs a lot of help and constant feed of information
DJ voice.
that I can't remember so good.
I wrote no topics down this week, so I thought I'd remember all of them from my magazines, but I've forgotten them all.
Your magazines with the little post-it notes, that you were going to have.
Yes. Well, one thing I did think of when I saw Harley, which is our neighborhood cat that goes around. Friendly neighborhood cat. When I saw him, I thought, wouldn't that be funny if he had like a little camera on his collar or something so you could see what he was doing all day long.
A Harley cam.
Yeah, a Harley cam. Especially because he's just always in the neighborhood. Can you imagine? Because you'd see him come to us and me petting him and all that, and then get to see the other neighbors petting him and all that. We're told not to feed him, though, so that he'll actually go home.
Yes. You got to know this about Harley because none of you have seen Harley. He's a black cat, a younger black cat, and he's got the soul of an old cat, of a cat that just doesn't give a fuck about much. I mean, he'll hang, he'll be friendly. If he sees a mouse, he might go, hey mouse, what's up? I've been fed, so even if I haven't, I'm probably not gonna. But he just
I don't have the time or the effort. I just want a cat nap.
Yeah, and he does it quite well. He'll just sprawl out and just look uncomfortable as fuck, but he'll be like there, not giving a fuck. Sorry to use the F word, but that describes Harley. He don't give a.
It just made my day the day he was like halfway across the street and I yelled his name and he just pounced forward me like he could not get to me fast enough. That was just so sweet.
And then you had to go take a shower because you're allergic to cats.
Yes. It's worth it though.
Have you ever sneezed because of Harley?
No, but I could see the dander on him, so I knew I was gonna be in trouble.
Your eyes were closing shut slowly, so it was time to hit the showers and get the Benadryl
immediately after petting him. So it's like, it's worth it though.
He's a character. I like it when he comes out and visit me and try to get into my caramel coffee in the morning. He's like, stay the hell out of that. I didn't bring you any. Can cats drink coffee?
He did.
He did. I mean, dogs can't handle caffeine, right?
Right. They're not supposed to.
So I just assumed some.
Definitely not chocolate for dogs.
So I just assumed if a cat was kind of the size of a dog, that would be bad.
I have no idea. But he was really after your coffee.
He was being a dick about it. I mean, he jumped up on the table out there and he reached his paw out as if to pull the cup closer to him. I was like, that's cute. But, about the 15th time, that's not cute anymore.
My coffee.
He just stepped out on my leg and stuck his nose face down into my cup. I was like, dude, I don't want to be the guy that kills the neighborhood cat. because of a coffee caffeine overdose. I don't even know if that's a thing, but I'm not going to be that guy. Look, you can swim in the pool if you want. I'll even get you a beer. But the coffee, I'm going to have to get permission on that. Well, they said don't feed it, so I'm assuming that includes caffeinated beverages,
no
too.
drinks either.
Ooh, that's a lot of talk about a cat nobody's ever going to see.
Yeah, I know, but he's so cute.
But you all have that cat in your neighborhood somewhere.
Yeah.
I would assume. So, Tim Conway died this week.
No,
did you not know that?
I did not know that.
Oh, I was heartbroken.
I did not know that.
Tim was my guy way back from the Carol Burnett show.
Yeah.
He
We'll
passed
have to
away.
watch some of those reruns to.
Probably Sunday. They'll probably have a big tribute on the Sunday morning.
That would be nice. They need to do that.
Oh my God, that guy was fucking
Oh,
hilarious.
I know.
I was pissed too. I was like 100% heartbroken, about 15% just pissed.
Yeah.
But
well,
I was like, I can't get mad.
How old would he have been?
Ooh, I think he was 85.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So, okay, he was on the same time as, what's her name? Vicki Lawrence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are they of the same age?
I don't know.
She looks incredible then.
I always thought he was the youngest of them.
That's what I thought. So if he is the youngest and is 85.
But he didn't die of natural old age causes. He had some kind of infection that put fluid in his brain, I think. Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It sounded worse than they were making it out to be.
So it came up suddenly then. So it wasn't
I think that by the time I had heard that, I didn't get the autopsy, or I don't think they've done it yet, or something like that. But yeah.
But still, I'm just because Vicki Lawrence is on that new show, the
Cool Kids.
The Cool Kids. She
which
looks
has no kids in it.
incredible. I mean, if she is in her 80s, wow.
Yeah.
Good for her.
And she's still wearing high heels every now and then. I was like, God, can she? Or is that just movie magic going on?
That's amazing. So, and she was on with Tim Conway, right?
Yeah.
So it was, yeah.
She, I liked her when she got on there, and it was always a Carol Burnett show. I mean, she was the talent that really brought everybody into the show, and Harvey Korman and everybody else were just kind of.
They just worked well, all of them together.
But
now that was Mama's Family came out a Carol Burnett show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that
it was one of the skits on there,
I watched
right?
the shit out of that. Yeah, even when it was Carol Burnett playing in Mama's. What was it?
Oh, that's right.
Eunice.
Eunice. Or
one name you haven't heard. Eunice, definitely Eunice. Okay. Yeah. Oh, she.
Or was that her husband?
No, what the husband's name was? I want to say Carl, but that's not right. It's
okay. Well, it was Eunice then. It was hers.
Yeah. Ooh, did you know he was from the Cleveland area too?
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the second Cleveland reference.
Yeah, those Cleveland brothers doing Marvel Avengers.
Yeah.
And I can't remember their last name though, but they're opening their own studio.
Not in Cleveland.
Not in Cleveland.
Come on. Ohio is the second Hollywood. Don't they know that? That's been going on for 10 years now.
But it's nice to hear Ohio being so big in all the media stuff. I mean,
serious.
You hear a lot of Hollywood people from Columbus, or not Columbus, but from Ohio.
Yeah. There's a lot of good, talented people out here, but they just have to go out to California to make it. Of course, YouTube changed a lot of that, but
true.
The one thing I liked about Tim Conway is his whole mantra was it was his job to make the other cast members laugh on that show. He didn't care about making people. Of course, he made everybody fucking laugh, but Harvey Korman.
That is what made that show, is when they laughed, while they were doing the show.
When they tried not to laugh.
And then broke down and laughed.
Yeah.
That's kind of, Saturday Night Live is kind of like that, but not as well as the Carol Burnett show.
If they had even one person on that show that was half the talent Tim Conway was.
Oh, good Lord.
I mean, not knocking people, but, man, that was a lot of funny guy in one tiny body.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, what were some of his characters? There was Dwarfman was funny.
Yeah. Mrs. Wiggins.
Is that the where she was the
Hello.
Yes. That was great.
He did the old man with that, kind of white sticky out hair.
Yeah.
And oh man, I remember the one bit he did where he was the dentist. And he had the Novocaine in the shot.
Oh, my God. That was hilarious.
And it was Harvey Korman.
Yes.
Am I get the right name there, Harvey
Yes.
Korman? Okay.
Yes.
And he kept sticking his arm and his leg.
Yes.
He's flopping all over the place.
Yes.
Not even cracking a smile.
Yep.
And Harvey's just going, making that face up. I'm not going to laugh. I'm not going to act anymore, but I'm not going to laugh.
And how could you not? Oh, my God. Him doing that was hysterical. I'm going to want to watch those.
I think it's on one of those sub channels.
Yeah, probably tonight. Yeah.
Oh, we missed it. It's midnight.
No, they play it a lot, but.
Yeah, I was super sad, super mad, but then I went back to sad, but I was like, he's like, the next to go that would really bum me out would be Alan Alda. I mean, we're at the age now where all of our, childhood TV icons are, damn it, leaving theirs. I mean, I don't want to think about it. That's bumming me out. Let's move on. Grumpy Cat died.
I know, that was sad.
We're starting off everything.
He was only 7 years old.
Yeah,
that's young for.
Yeah.
Cat.
Well, what they say his malady was?
I don't know.
It was
I
a
missed
weird
that part.
cat disease, but that's what shortened his life. What was that?
What was making this? That was why his life. Oh, because of
his
whatever
jaw
made his face.
His lower jaw stuck out further than his upper teeth.
Yeah,
made him
oh my
so
God,
grumpy.
that was so funny. Amazing that they could utilize that and
build an empire
out of that. Yeah.
Movie. You got a movie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. And who knew? They probably put a little video together just to start, say, oh, look how cute my cat is.
Make some passive income on the internet.
Well, probably didn't even think of that to begin with.
Oh, excuse me.
Just one of those things.
Got a lot of celebrity pics. I mean, he was as famous as the damn celebrities that were taking pics with him.
Yep.
Good,
Triumph, the
insult comic dog.
Almost like that, except Triumph wasn't a real dog.
And
but
he swore a lot.
Yeah.
I miss that dog.
I do too.
Whatever happened to Triumph?
Did he go with Conan to the cable network? When Conan moved over there?
I don't know. I think he was his own comedian.
It was, but, I just wondered if he...
I don't know. We're going to have to Google that later.
Yeah. He was funny.
Yeah. Oh, poor Hawaii.
Poor Hawaii.
He did that news channel out there in Hawaii, and a predicted cloud for Hawaii that day. Oh, poor Hawaii.
I miss Conan. That was a good show.
He's still on.
Yeah.
He's, where is he now?
Some cable channel, right? Or did it go from there to I don't know how this works anymore with all the Netflix and Prime and all those channels now. I have no idea if you even call it cable anymore.
Well, they came and they dropped the A-bomb. That's probably a bad reference. But they blew up cable. And
which is good because cable sucked.
Oh, yeah. And then Netflix came along and said, okay, we can stream some shit for you. And then they're like, oh, Netflix can do it. We can do it. And everybody and their brother.
Now the latest is whatever you saw Facebook-wise that was happening.
What is that? Facebook
I
Watch?
have no
Never
idea.
heard of that.
And that was Jada Pinkett Smith on there.
She's got, I think you call it a show or is it a podcast? Or it's got video. Know. It's got a studio.
Who knows?
I'm so behind the times.
I am too.
We're going to have to try harder.
Yep.
More research is needed.
But it's making me mad, though, with the whole, everybody's got a movie. You know what I mean? So, Netflix, when you spend an hour to find one movie to watch, and then it's just horrible because it's like somebody just was walking around with their camera phone making a movie. It's this is horrible. It's like there needs to be a way to either filter through those or like, can I get this off my list? You know what I mean?
Or a section called Made on an iPhone.
Yes.
And put them all there.
Yes. Because the rating thing is not true.
It's gone now.
Yeah. It's like
Netflix used to have a great, was it a 5-star?
Mm-hmm.
Was it that? That
because
was.
we don't get to rate them anymore.
You give it a thumbs up or a thumbs
Oh, you
down.
do?
But I don't
Okay.
know what that translates into.
Probably nothing. That's probably just a way to make.
Because you don't see
feel like
stars
you're-
anymore.
No.
So, I don't know. Netflix, get on the ball. And then you have, what's our other streaming service? Prime. Who has a star system, which is 50% accurate.
Yeah.
Sometimes they give you a 4 out of 5 stars, and you're like, dude, I have no idea what just happened. Now, I'll grant I'm old and don't get younger stuff, so chances are I'm just way out of it.
But there are surprises on some of those. Was Prime the one that had Dead to Me? Or Dead...
I think that was Netflix.
That was Netflix.
Yeah.
That was a surprisingly good series. But of course, you watch the series and you get through season 1, and then it takes them 2 years, 3 years to get this next season going.
You don't think it's because of when you sit down and binge watch it all in 1 week.
Yeah.
They finish
That's
production,
true.
they
Yeah.
post-production, then they post it.
Yeah.
You finish it in a week, and you're like, well, when's the next one coming out? I was like, dude, we need a break. We just put, 12
Yeah,
to 17
you're right.
episodes together?
Yeah, I guess I didn't think of it that way.
But it does feel like forever, like
Yeah.
The Ranch. Come on.
Exactly.
I mean,
Or Stranger Things. I mean, how long ago was that?
wow, yeah, that was a while ago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I forgot about Stranger
And
Things.
13 Reasons Why.
Mm-hmm. I mean, those kids are going to be graduated college by that time.
Exactly.
timeline
Or they're
picks
already
up again.
done and they're just holding off on them, but I don't know why they would.
Maybe they didn't get renewed.
Big Little Lies, that one.
I didn't watch that one.
I mean, I would love it if what I need to do is watch one that's already ended. You know what I mean? And then just watch that all the way through to get the ending and be done. But
oh, that's good stuff. Sorry you had to hear me drink.
speaking of ending, not that I watched it, but Game of Thrones. When is that final one on?
Oops, I know nothing about Game of Thrones.
Okay, I think it ends tomorrow night, maybe.
Really?
Sunday night, maybe.
The only thing
So-
I know about it is there was a coffee cup in one scene, and I guess there was a right arm off of a character, and he did a hug, and you could see his right arm, had been chopped
really?
off, but he's making a full double arm hug.
So they messed up on certain things.
There's
or
been some
something?
quick editing issues that have riled up the fan base a little, I
Huh.
guess, but that's about all I know.
The magazine article I read was all on the Jon Snow character. See, this is bad because I don't know anything about this, so I probably shouldn't be talking about it. But I guess everybody's theorizing that he's going to be the one to get the, what is it?
Throne?
The Iron Throne. Yes.
It looks pointy. I don't know why anybody would want to sit in that fucking thing. I mean, if anything, he can melt it down and make a nicer, smaller throne.
I know nothing. We should not even be talking about this.
And
'cause I know nothing.
I didn't even know there was a book series written about this.
See, and
before
I thought it was based on a video game. Not. I have no idea. It's just not, and I wouldn't want to. That's one series I wouldn't want to start because there's way too many of them.
How many? Do you know how many there is? That's like 7 seasons. 8
Yeah, if
seasons?
not more than that. It's been on quite a long time.
Yeah.
I just could never get into it.
I've never been into period pieces where it's sword fights and kingdoms and Middle Earth.
Yeah.
And, I mean, the whole Lord of the Rings thing.
Oh,
is like,
God. Sorry. No offense, but that took forever.
that was a 3-hour walk to get nowhere.
Forever.
I think they ended up on a ledge and looked out over and said, yep, that's where we need to be. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, my precious.
Yeah. And what? We have to watch more of these movies? I'm done. Cash me
throw
out.
the damn ring in the hole and be done.
My precious. I think I watched enough of that series to understand when it ended up on Big Bang Theory.
Yes.
You know, as they're holding that ring on the chain, and my
And that's
precious.
pretty much
Sheldon's turning in.
Pretty much all you needed to know.
Yeah, the ring exists, and there's a bunch of creatures that are trying to get a hold of it, except for Frodo, who doesn't give a shit for some reason. Did I get that right?
It sounds right.
I could be in a whole nother brand.
Hey, and that guy was on Big Bang Theory. I just realized that.
Which guy?
Isn't that the guy that played Frodo? The one that was just on that was trying to steal the Nobel Prize from Shamey?
Oh, yeah, the hairy foot dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was him.
So he was on there.
Yeah, holy crap, I didn't even recognize him.
I just realized it in my head right now. That's
Go brain. Triple L brain. No singing. You know sing?
You know sing.
I won't sing. So what do you think of that finale for the Big Bang Theory? Spoiler alerts.
I don't know. For watching it as long as I have, it just seemed kind of mellow. I mean, I loved afterwards when they did the walkthrough of the sets and all that. That was kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I would have been expecting.
I mean, I like that they addressed a lot of issues like the elevator.
Yeah.
They
Yeah, that
addressed
was cute.
The Sheldons, you know, we're all sticking around Sheldon for what reason? Because he hasn't changed in 10 years.
Yeah.
And what was the other big?
Well, he actually focused on those guys and called them each out one by one, and that was kind of sweet.
But the final scene, they're all sitting around eating Chinese, and they have the main song being played on acoustic guitar. I think was by somebody famous. I don't know. Sounded like Sheldon singing.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
But it kind of reminded me of the way Seinfeld ended. Whether you liked it or not, it was that kind of, they're just all sitting in a group of four. Camera slowly pulls back.
Were they at the diner?
No, they were in jail.
Oh, okay.
You remember that? They're in the jail cell. I can't even remember
can't
why.
remember it.
Everyone was like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Of course, then you have Tony Soprano that just cut to black and, you know, like, wait, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah. The one finale that I can only, one that is memorable was the Newhart one where it was all a dream.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was just, it was a dream.
Yeah, because he woke up in a different series that he was in prior. Yeah, I was like, oh, that's insane.
That was memorable.
Yeah, the dream one.
But I like series finales. I can't even
How about the Cheers one?
think of one. I don't remember it.
Oh, let me paint you a picture. I remember that because
Okay.
that was a memorable one for me because it ended up Sam Malone. Was that the right name?
Yeah.
Last name? Sam was in the
Good.
bar late at night, closing down. Everybody had left.
Oh.
And you see a silhouette at the door knocking, trying to get in. That I think they were trying to say that it was supposed to be a Bill Clinton, image. What do they want? Silhouette kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they
He
just said, "Sorry, we're closed."
Yeah.
Fade to
okay.
black. And your
Yeah,
heart
I
just
do.
goes,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm not ready for it to be done yet."
Yeah, I do remember that.
Mm. And of course, MASH.
Yes.
That one tugged me
Yeah.
hard.
What that was because that was like your favorite show,
Oh,
but that was the one where the last scene was that where he looks down and it says goodbye or wait
Scrolled out and rocks.
goodbye.
Yep.
Was
You got it.
yeah.
So you loved it too.
Yeah, but the heart-wrenching one was when they found out that the guy that left, and it wasn't a season finale, but could have been a season, but not a series finale. The one where they find out the guy died before he made it home.
Ooh, that's dark.
I'm
drawing a blank.
Blake. Wasn't it Henry Blake or something?
Oh, you're talking in MASH.
Yeah, in
Not,
MASH.
okay, like a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because they did not tell the cast that was going to happen.
That's why it was so intense.
They're just going to have
Okay.
Radar walk into the operating room with an announcement, and that's why the whole place just went dead fucking quiet. Like, wait, you killed you killed our dad, brother.
That was an intense ending for a season.
Of course, that actor, I think, had issue with production there. He wanted more money.
Really?
He felt he was a bigger star than Alan Alda. And, Alan Alda just exploded into that. Whether you love him or not, he took that series to the next level. But, Henry Blake was an established actor. Well, not Henry Blake, but
whatever.
His name escapes me.
I wouldn't even begin to know the name.
But, so there was terms I think the studio just said, look, okay, you're going to die. You're never coming back. I'm like, whoa, that seemed harsh. Of course, in the 70s, you didn't really think twice about that because you had all the shoot 'em up, kill 'em cop shows. But that was in the 80s, so I think it should have been mellow. But, yeah, that was an intense one.
That was a really intense one.
A lot of intense stuff today. Where's our rock and roll talk? I don't think I have any rock and roll talk. I do have. I saw this, and I thought this might excite you. It goes along the lines of the live stuff. Did you see what's coming to ABC on Wednesday?
Jeffersons and
All in the Family. Live.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I know. They got Woody Harrelson, Wanda Sykes, Jamie Foxx.
They have given us it's all, every time they're advertising it, it's just that on the screen, no visual of any kind, which is weird because, like, even for the live ones, like Grease and all that, they had a visual, you know what I mean? They had them
a rehearsal,
some kind of thing that made you want to watch it.
You're like, I can't believe they're doing that live.
Yeah.
But like Rent, hopefully it won't go up by
Rent was good. I like that one.
But we had to watch the rehearsal because the one guy broke his leg.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm sorry that happened, but that kind of stole the whole live part. It's kind of like recorded at that point. But hopefully this will go a lot better. Will Ferrell's going to be in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Who's he going to play?
I don't know. Yeah, when they were going through the list of the actors and actresses, I was like, wonder what they're going to play, what characters they'll be.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. When is that? Does it say?
That's Wednesday, next week, this coming Wednesday.
Wow.
Yeah. It just kind of popped up.
Yeah.
I was watching, I think it was Wednesday this week, and they were like, this week, Wednesday. And I was like, wow, that's like May something. Can't put a date on it, but I was like, that's fast, and I never heard anything about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Especially because they're not showing any kind of, it is just a black screen that has Jeffersons and
All in the Family
on the screen, and then they go through the actors' names.
I wonder who's going to play Archie.
I don't know.
It could be, what if they reversed the roles?
As in?
How do I say race roles?
I don't know. That could be a twist.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be, I don't know. But, if you're doing traditional color of skin, you've got Woody Harrelson or Will Ferrell being Archie.
Yeah, and who else did I hear was Jamie Foxx? Did I hear
Jamie
that
Foxx,
he's going to be in it?
Again, you'd have to, I don't want to say assume Jefferson, but
you never know. Yeah.
Yeah.
And those were spin-offs of each other, weren't they? Because
yes,
they were okay. Well, then that makes sense. Because they were the neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
I remember now.
Man, that seems like a tough subject just to broach all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Again, I always thought
I think they'll do well with it.
Yeah.
The actors that they have. Did they name any actresses? Do they even call them actresses anymore, or is it all just actors now?
Of the four that I heard, Wanda Sykes was the only female actress. Actress. But, and like you said, the clips are just so brief. It's hardly 5 seconds. It's just a...
Yeah, because at first I thought they were talking cartoon. A cartoon was coming out because it almost sounded like they were just saying the voice of. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Especially because they weren't showing any actual, scenes of them.
And of course, I have to watch it just in case there's a train wreck.
Oh, yeah.
It's live TV, but I don't want to see an actual train wreck.
What are the ones that we saw live? Grease was really good.
And that was live.
I love Grease.
Oh.
Hair. Did they do Hair? Was that Zac
Hair?
Efron? No, that was Zac Efron was in the actual movie Hair.
Yeah. I think that was live, but
They did Sound of Music.
and
Had or was it Carrie Underwood that was in it?
well, they did the Christmas Story one.
Oh, that one.
That was hard.
That one was hard. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't have good reviews on that one.
Yeah.
But what was the other one? There was Rent was okay. Grease was my favorite for sure. But there was one before Grease that got it all started.
I'll never remember what that was. I know what you're talking about, and Grease was second to that.
Yeah.
Which was just even bigger and more, sing dancey. Everybody knew the songs, but the one before that just put it on the map.
And that was the really good one.
Really live too.
Yeah.
I mean, that. See why I need to research and take notes.
And I don't have the ability. Well, I guess I could look it up.
I got your Windows 8 machine on again.
So I could look it up if I really wanted to.
Yeah, but if you're not nice to it, it might blue screen on you.
That's all right. I'm used to that this week. I've had several incidents with computers this week.
It has a fan that's not speeding or spinning at the correct RPMs.
All right, and I am live TV shows. Uh-oh, we got a lull in the conversation here.
All we're going to hear is typing and clicking of Googling. So the next thing I saw coming across this week was 90210 scandals.
Oh, yeah, and that's supposed to be a reboot of that, or reunion, or whatever they call it, of it.
But 3 writers have quit already. And I think they said one actor was like storming off, but not quit.
Really?
Something like that.
I think they never got along when they had it originally. You know what I mean?
Now it's Hollywood, so it could all be hype.
Yeah.
I mean, none of it's
true. And I can see them doing that.
But would you watch it?
Yes, of course. That was one of my favorites back in the day. Well, you know.
Oh, I know. I was there. The funny thing is, I can't remember any storylines of it. I mean, that's that far back in my brain. I'd have to do some serious dusting off of boxes.
I'm trying to remember their names. I mean, like Brandon, I remember.
Brandon, yeah.
What was Shannon Doherty's character's name?
Oh, they just said it again because she didn't want to be the evil one again.
Oh, she's had health issues too.
She looks great. Have you seen her?
Yeah. So she came out of, I forget what it was that she had.
It's so quiet.
It is.
You know what I could do? The JR Rock and Roll Show. Too much?
But it was
Sorry.
I knew Brandon's name and what was Luke Perry. Is that his real name?
See, I can't remember any of that.
Andrea, which I knew her character name, but I don't know the actress's name. She was a lot older than the rest of them. She's like 10 years older than all of them.
And muscular. She was the bodybuilder.
Yes.
All I can remember is da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, da-na-na. Did I get it right?
Yes.
That's the song.
Donna was the character, wasn't it? That's Tori Spelling.
Tori Spelling.
Which her dad was like the producer or something, right?
Must be
Can't
nice.
imagine why she got the job.
Because she can act.
Ian Ziering, what was his character?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
That was.
Did I say it right? His
name
yeah. Right. Okay.
You're just. I know every question you're gonna ask me about the show. I'll be like
Jenny Garth, Brian Austin Green, and then who was the one that? Okay, so the spinoff was Melrose Place.
Right. Now that was a show I really got into because it was like our,
age group. Yeah, because
living on your own. Because they were moving out, living on their own.
Yeah,
we were in our 20s, living on our own.
Yep. I mean, we were right at the edge of that.
Yeah.
But the 90210 was still high schoolish.
Now, the difference with us being the same age group was we were way better looking.
You know it.
Right?
You know it. Of course.
We had a bigger pool, too. And we swam in our pool.
Yes.
Even though the rednecks peed in it.
Yep.
Oopsie.
That was bad. All right. They've got to give us the character. Oh, okay. Here we go. Brandon, the Walshes.
Walshes.
Brandon and Brenda.
Oh, remember the dad, the bald dad?
Yeah, I kind of do.
He was a big deal.
Yeah. Okay, Steve. How could we forget Steve?
Serious.
Ian.
Everybody loves Steve.
Jenny Garth was Kelly Taylor. Gabrielle Carteris was Andrea, who was... Oh, Dylan was... Luke Perry was Dylan.
The heartthrob.
Brian Austin Green, David Silver. I don't know the other. Tori Spelling was Donna. Who was Scott?
Maybe he was in later episodes when they were trying to get the fame back.
Okay.
You know how you had that extra dog or the extra kid to try to beef ratings.
Oh, there was a little brother of one of them.
Scott! That reminds me of Austin Powers, Scott.
I'm going to need a picture and I don't see it.
Not in Wikipedia. They don't have a lot of pictures.
That's where it linked me to.
Stupid internet.
Oh, well, all I needed was the names. So.
What the fuck is the internet? See, it's funny now, isn't it?
Yes.
Kevin Smith.
Why do they have... Oh, that's Alyssa Milano was on Melrose?
Yes, she was.
I love her.
Yeah.
I remember Heather Locklear on there. I had no idea she was on Melrose.
What was the soccer player that was on Melrose Place? That had the sister. Famous.
Yeah, they...
She was on...
See, and I kept thinking she was on here, but what are their names? She was on Cobra Kai.
Oh, yeah. Oh, stupid
Shoe.
ring.
The Shoes.
Elizabeth Shue.
And Andrew Shue.
Andrew Shue. He never really could act, but the girls did love him.
I loved him, yeah. He was...
devilishly good looking.
Yes. Jack Wagner?
Oh, yeah.
Courtney Smith.
Because they had some adult people on Melrose Place, too.
Yeah, they did, yeah. Daphne Zuniga. Marsha Cross. Wasn't she a... Oh, different Marsha Cross. Because
She went bald and had a head surgery. Remember her wig came off and we're like, oh.
As the character?
Yeah.
But Marsha Cross, wasn't that an attorney in the Simpson case?
Oh, there was a Marsha something. I don't think it was Cross,
okay.
Was it?
I don't know. That's when I saw that. That's who I thought. I was like, Marsha Cross, isn't that?
Sorry, it wasn't finished. I had to finish it playing.
Gotcha.
That's way louder than our voices, though.
Yes, it was.
I think I've rigged this studio so many different times with different microphones, headsets, and cables and whatnots. I need to just strip it down and start from scratch. Because there's like shit everywhere. That's why we can't be on YouTube visually yet.
Oh, no.
It's not
I
ready.
don't think I could do visual.
Now, I did see the Roth show, and the camera's just on him and his producers, like off camera, but still mic'd.
No, on what show?
David Lee Roth has a
really?
YouTube show, yeah. It's
Is
everything.
He still singing?
Yeah.
Marcia Clark.
Marcia Clark. That's another rabbit hole.
Is the... Not Cross. But you can see how I could get that mixed up there.
Yeah, because of the word Marcia. Our lovely 1970s chair creaking, saying, "Oh, I'm so old."
But yeah, now I'm looking forward to 90210 because what is it? Jason Priestley is on, because I watched that Private Eyes, which is probably old now, but it's on that sub channel. But yeah,
he's not bad on that.
He's great on that. I love him on there.
He's still Jason Priestley, playing the same character. Like,
not really. I mean, I don't know.
I think it's his mannerisms.
Yeah, that's true.
Again, my mind
he's definitely older.
Doesn't remember. But when I watched him, I was like, oh, he's still playing that same character.
It's fun and
cool. One-liners here and there. I'm still hip and cool, trying to be like Luke Perry. as his character.
Yeah, I think Jason Priestley was better.
Well, as his character on the show did. He was trying to kind of compete.
Yeah.
To get the girls' attention.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about. It's too long ago.
The other one that reminds me of the 90210 show was the other Dawson's Creek when that came out.
I never watched that.
Yeah, I did. But yeah, I was way too old to be watching Dawson's Creek.
Which did you like better?
Probably 90210.
Really?
Yeah, I could relate to that. Well, not really relate to it since they were in California, but it
was the acting,
the aging, age we were. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Dawson's Creek was good. But
I don't think I ever tried it.
Definitely geared toward teenagers, and at that time I was not a teenager.
That was the 90s, right?
Yeah.
That whole scene.
Yeah. I believe it was still on in 2000, you know what I mean?
Because I think once I learned that 90210 and Melrose Place was just nighttime soap operas, I was like, well, that doesn't sound manly at all. I can't be watching that.
Are you talking the years for 90210 or for Dawson's Creek?
For Dawson's Creek.
Okay.
Because I think 90210 was the last nighttime.
Dawson's Creek ran from 1998 to 2003.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's a long-running series too.
Yeah. I didn't realize that one went that long.
To Dawson's Creek.
Dawson's Creek. Wonder how ooh. Oh, that was loud. Wonder how
sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Katie, she's now with Jamie Foxx, was the Tom Cruise.
Oh, Katie Holmes.
Katie Holmes, because she was on Dawson's Creek.
Oh, God, yeah. I just have her tucked in my brain as the ex-wife of Tom Cruise. And Tom Cruise jumping on Oprah's yellow couch being so damned excited about, see, I'm not gay. I'm not saying he was gay, but that was the consensus back then.
Yeah. I think that was the whole reasoning behind that.
Not that we're slandering on any public forum. We're just rehashing what... Okay, I can't be politically correct anymore. Not correct, but not trying to slander anybody's sexuality for any reason. Just reporting what was reported back then.
So wonder what it is that the kids are watching now.
American Idol, duh. I have no idea.
You know what I mean? We had our 90210s and our Melroses, and
it would have to be those gory cop shows where they're tearing into bodies that aren't zombies. You know, the FBI,
like the CSIs.
Well, that was like 10 years ago too.
But I think older people watch those. I don't think the teenagers are into those.
I think we're making an assumption that teenagers watch TV.
You're right. The one that I think they were into was like 13 Reasons, which
again, not TV.
Right, that's
technically
Netflix.
Streaming.
Right, yeah, right.
So,
but that's what I mean. Is that what they're in? Because the newest one was the one that's like Lord of the Flies, where all the adults are dead. What is the name of that one?
I just saw it. I know.
It comes on the queue, and
But we're gonna have to watch it, I'm afraid.
I know, but every time I go to click on those, it's like, oh, that's way out of our age bracket. You know what I mean?
It is. I don't.
But
recognize...
13 Reasons Why, awesome show. I loved it.
That was the last show we watched that I actually recognized actors. Not that I could remember their names, but the boy looked familiar, like he was in another sci-fi movie.
He was in a bunch of stuff before that.
But I just watched one yesterday called See You Yesterday.
I watched that, yeah.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
It confused the hell out of me. I just saw time travel, like, oh, yeah, anything time travel, count me in. And it was dark.
But the way they ended it,
I know.
It's like there was no ending. Did they do that on a purpose?
It means you could have a second one.
Yeah.
They
It's
they
like,
left. That was a big hang.
or was it to tell you no matter what she did, it was not going to change?
Well, no matter what she did, somebody was going to die.
Yeah.
That's how it got dark. And
Yeah.
I was like, man, because did you see they had what's his face at the beginning as a teacher?
Yes, Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, and I've been wondering about him. Yeah.
He did good.
Yeah.
And his final line, he just did the
The
cameo.
time
He said,
travel.
Time travel. Great Scott. I was
Okay.
like, you did not. You did not. But yeah, I was like, I couldn't figure out where they were going because
It was good to see him because I've been wondering about him and how he's been doing.
but like the two main characters, I don't know. I didn't know any of the actors because they were all
Me
so
either.
young. But man, they did a hell of a good job
did.
with a time travel movie that kept my interest as an old fart.
Yep. Yep.
They were-
That's like some of those Netflix ones really surprised me,
Mm-hmm.
but others are like turds. I mean, I'm sorry, but
This one had cool stuff like when they were popping in and out of the alley through the time vortex wormhole. When they popped back, it was a plume of like yellow powder. I was like, poof. I was like, oh, that kind of equals the ice that was on the DeLorean.
yeah.
But their thing was just a poof of powder, and they made it look so effortless. I was
Yeah.
like, well, that time travel looks kind of fun,
Easy, yeah.
except for the massive death. Somebody's going to
Yeah.
die. And it was like brother die or what was the other? Spoiler alert! Sorry, best friend die.
Best friend, yeah.
Maybe lover. But
Yeah.
in high school, you don't talk lover. You
Yeah.
talk boyfriend, girlfriend.
What I couldn't get, because you know how I watch a movie, I'm doing 7 million things at a time, so I don't really pay attention. Did she have two brothers, or were they referring to her friend as pseudo brother?
I think I only caught the one brother,
Okay.
and of course they both caught a bullet. But I think she only had one brother, and then a brother in arms.
Okay, because they did refer to the other, but his name was Sebastian, right? Which was her best friend. But they referred to him as, oh, that is also your brother. But I think they meant it in a way that, like you said, brother in arms, not a brother.
Yeah, because they had some pretty heavy content. I mean, contemporary content.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my god, this is like 2 or 3 movies in one, and I'm here for the sci-fi part, but they're really
Right.
and they did a good job of like really not delving into it, but letting you know
Right.
that it was a big point of contention in the movie, and definitely a subject that needs talked about and dealt with.
Yeah.
And
But what I couldn't understand, it's like, couldn't you just have gone back far enough to, just stop the people from going into the store in the first place?
I got a theory.
Uh-huh.
I say if you go back to change anything, you go back to change yourself from trying to change anything. Because of all the movies, it never
works.
pans out well. Because your point of reference is always going to be the normal or what you think is normal for your timeline. But like the main girl character, I mean, she went back and the first thing she did was just spaz out about an ex-boyfriend and just jacked every timeline up. And I was like, whoa. I'm out of my seat going, no, you got to hide behind stuff.
Yeah.
Hide behind a car, hide behind a trash
Right.
can, just observe.
Yeah, don't make a noise.
Yeah. And that's what her friend was like. Yeah, we can't change stuff. You just
Right.
gotta.
Yep. Or, they're at the final one. It's like, get up and just sit on your brother. You know what I mean? So he wouldn't stand up. And then, wait until everything calms down.
But they really took it to a point where even as an actor or actress, you don't know really how to study that and come from a point of expert because it's just never been done before. So how would you react? Because your brother is looking at you like you're a crazy person, which they've established.
Right.
And all you want to do is just go over and sit on his back so he stays down,
Right.
at which point he'd be like, I mean, what would you do? You'd get the fuck up right away because that's resistance, and you don't want to be held down
Right.
figuratively or mentally.
But the other thing was the best friend knew what was going to happen, and he still stood up.
Yeah.
It was like, duh.
Yeah. And that got confusing for me because, the 3 movies that I associate with time travel were the Back to the Future series, and that I had to study to really understand what was going on.
How
and
it
this
each
movie
affects everything.
Threw a lot of it
Yeah.
into one, and I hate to say it, but I'm glad they just faded to black when she made that final trip because, like, I don't think I can comprehend anymore. I need Doc to come out with a chalkboard and draw out
yeah,
timelines.
and that's why I like Back to the Future, because he did lay it all out.
And they did in that movie. I mean,
Yeah,
he used some words and big words. I'm like, oh, you're gonna have to go a lot
Yeah.
slower because I barely understood Doc's, 2 lines, and you
Yeah.
got some weird, jumpy, curvy lines in there. And
yeah.
but I enjoyed it. I did. I knew
There have been some good ones like that. I mean, travel-wise, like Butterfly Effect was
Oh, yeah.
amazing as a movie. I love that one. And Sliding Doors, one of my favorites.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And technically, that wasn't really time travel. That was just another butterfly,
Parallel universe,
right?
kinda,
Another butterfly effect. That 1 second of that door closing can make your life change 2 different ways. I mean, completely different.
It'll make you think every decision out
Yep.
twice as hard.
Yeah, but I'm under the way of everything happens for a reason.
Mhm.
So it's going to happen the way it's going to happen no matter what, and there's no way of changing that.
Yeah. I heard in the Oprah book, somebody, I can't remember who said it, but it was in the Wisdom of Sundays. One of her guests said, we're always on the correct path. It's how we manage ourselves while we're on that path.
We're on the path.
Makes you happy, sad, mad, or glad. I was like,
Our reaction to everything. That was
Yeah.
probably that Deepak.
Could be. I don't remember names so good. Oh, can you believe it's been an hour already?
No, this goes by so fast.
What a great show. I had a fun time talking with you,
Me
Triple L.
too. I was so sleepy when I came down, and then boom.
The beer just brought you back to life. Okay.
Deepak Chopra.
Before we wrap things up, I got one more thing I got to ask. I'm putting together a rock and roll show that's, all flashback stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I got like 10 slots left.
You did my ZZ.
I got your ZZ, but I need to know if you have any more. I need to, because my stuff's in there, and it varies.
Well, how far back? Because I'm
Doesn't matter.
like
Anything
Steve
older
Miller
than 2 days ago.
Band and
If you give me a song name, I need a song name.
what is that? I celebrate their entire catalog, of course.
What was that? Oh, you mean that's from a movie.
So are we looking at 80s music?
See, I want you to look it up. I want you to say, when you think of 80s music or 90s music, what first pops in your head?
Oh, well, there's like Madonna. I mean, Vogue.
Vogue. Right.
Eagles.
Ooh, shit.
See, the names of songs are gonna be what's stumping me here.
All
'Cause I
right,
can't-
Eagles down.
Hotel California, that kind of stuff.
That is the Eagles, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm putting hotel on that.
What else did we listen to?
What got your goat? What, when you hear it, you're like, oh. I know it's a hard question to ask.
No, there's so much music that I love. I mean, there's the Cars.
Mm.
I'm trying to think.
Down. I like the nightlife,
Time,
baby.
baby.
Is that it?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh God, I could stay here forever with this. Michael Jackson, anything of his was great. 'Cause I feel her.
Thriller. This is good.
Billie
That's 4
Jean
slots.
is not my lover.
I'm trying to break up so
I'm
it's
just
not all
thinking in
Michael
my
Jackson.
head of Friday night videos when I used to watch Friday night videos. I used to love like
What the
Take on Me. Was that it?
Take
me on.
Okay, that's cool. That's
Take
5.
on me. I'll be gone.
Awkward, quiet.
Yeah, I'm still thinking Rick Springfield.
Oh fuck. Okay. Jesse's Girl.
Jesse's Girl.
Yeah. All right. This is going to be a great mix. I
Oh,
think
God. Just go in and get my little stick. It's got all those on it.
that's what he said. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Back when MTV was MTV.
You mean when they played music? Oh, you can't cheat using the internet.
Oh, I didn't. Look what popped up. It's like it heard me.
Oh, all the microphones are on in the house.
Can you believe that? Of all the songs of the 80s, that would be the one that comes on that I was just singing.
Okay, well, let's leave it to our fans.
There
2
we
slots
go.
left. What do you want to hear from any any song in the past? My past, your past.
Anybody's past.
So you got 2 slots.
Oh, Sam Cooke, of course. I could, yeah.
Song.
Well, there's Cupid. There's.
I'm taking your first one.
Okay.
Maybe we should have a listener just list out 30 songs.
Yeah.
Listener, it'll be all request hour here on the JR Rock and Roll Show.
There you go.
All right. I think that should do it. That's great. Thanks. That's perfect. And with that, I think we're out.
Wow. 1 hour.
What? I'm JR.
I'm Triple L.
Thank you
Or
for
should I
listening.
just go by Lori?
You can do whatever. It's your name. It's your call. Well, I like the lovely Lori Lynn.
That's way too long to say.
That's why he started with Triple L. The lovely Lori Lynn. We'll catch you next time